when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with his person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Okay, and this game is Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you need to keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Wait, what? I can't help, I'm blind. Okay, help, I can't get out of this. I can't see anything, help, I'm blind. What's going on? That's not what, oh, shoot, I was on the wrong. My vision suddenly, there was a giant door, and my vision went black. Please don't let this be forever. What? I'm blind, everybody went blind. The SS Whisper! Oh, shoot! Someone has to block the Whisper machine. What's going on? Captain, what can we do? What's going on?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Someone talk to me. You need to block the Whisper machine. Okay. Let's go up here, talk to the guy. The only way to stop is to speak something that's honest. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. I'm out of ideas.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So, where's that?
Thought it was going to be easy.
But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas
I'm
anymore.
alone.
And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
Oh no.
After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Well, almost to 2011. It's December 2010. Jeez, Coda. This game's gonna get more desperate. These games are like a cry out for help, but... Wait, what is this? It's... forest. Where did this island come from? Is that a person? How lovely. It's been such a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. Well... oh no. Nothing left to give my work. When I try to create, I feel empty. I'm completely out of ideas. Let's go with the idea thing. Oh no! What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Oh, there, number 2. Wait, you're looking for a machine. I think I know where it is. It isn't too far. Oh, I'm never gonna make it to the machine. I need to see it to know why it stopped. I can take you to it, but there's a problem.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11.
It's guarded by a difficult
Now,
puzzle. If you can help me solve a puzzle, we'll find the machine.
Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder.
Whoa, I hit number 3.
He really doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
I pressed number 3, but it said deal.
Because
Perfect.
from
Come on,
my
I'll show it to
perspective
you.
at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Okay, so first you have to open the door. The black space is a white space. Now I have to close the first door. What's next? Now I just press the switch here. Ha, that was so simple.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no
Can't believe we never solved it
circulation.
before this.
If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no
might stop
backup
where
and
this
you're just
island
going to
comes from.
crash.
These are all the choices I made. What are you talking about? These are all the choices I made. Trust me, Elsie. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you level 100% of the time. Let's just do number 3. In games is effortless. Oh, that's wonderful. You have to open a door. What are you talking about? No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. Yeah, but yes, there was a white stamped with loneliness. Whoa, I get it. That's a weird thing to say if someone just met. I recognize these things. Especially that, yes, there was a world stamped with white. That was to the guy. Why did I feel so awful when I said that? Oh, shoot. Don't worry, just keep talking. Because you're lying to yourself, Coda. Keep saying the creation's easy. I'm constantly excited, enthusiastic about the world. I'm like breaking.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked
Whoa.
really unhealthy to me.
It feels pretty
I was
unhealthy
watching
playing
him do
it.
this to himself, and I hated it. I
He
hated seeing
keeps
him
telling
do it.
himself that the game making is easy. That's why he keeps
Video
doing
games
it.
are not worth this amount of suffering.
I agree. Just never stop creating or never feel bad. Help when blind. How about TV with surround sound? Trust me, you don't want to go over
This
there.
is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
I'm not a good teacher. I'm going to vomit. Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. It's not working. It's crumbling what I already have. Please continue. Sacrifices made from the sound of someone crying. It'll always pay off eventually. Yes, more.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it.
There is no shame, no fear, no
I wanted
guilt.
it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rocked. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Yeah, this makes me very uncomfortable. That's it, I'm free. Is that the person? What?
But it didn't stop.
It didn't.
After
Oh,
finishing
no.
this one, Coda takes another 7 months
What?
and comes up with a new game.
And that game is. We're getting to the point where he almost stops. May 2011. Whoa, this is crazy. The machine. We got the machine. The machine that being guarded. The machine that helped Coda. It's being guarded. It's being concealed. Was the girl. The machine was like a loved one. The machine that kept going. Let's just play his game. Man, I'm glad to see you. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation wherever you like. intend to be brutal. I intend to be brutal. I feel bad doing it, but it seems right for the character. Just be warned, that's some called pet, so you might have a bit of intentions to win. Also, one more thing, it calls itself Coda. Oh no. We got to see the machine. Oh god, please. No, will it be punished? Gosh, do you know where these poisons games come from? What can you tell us? Oh no, man! No! This is the game machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
The machine that makes the games, Coda. It's slowly dying out, slowly stopping. You stopped. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. Those people out there, can you imagine the pain you've put them through? It's only because of your creations that any of us can make it through every day. How could you possibly go back to trusting you to do... Let's just do number 2. I don't know how to feel about this game. So here's what needs to happen. You need to go out to people and apologize to people who are out there and apologize. You have to admit to the people that you've allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. I apologize for the enemy. That's the only option I had. No. Think carefully enough how to hurt you. I've seen the thing you fear. Yourself. Dun dun dun. Okay, that was a little inappropriate, but... Alright then, I'll apologize to people on your behalf. No? Oh, okay. There's a hallway here. This is the prison. My followers. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. But, we will find a way to live off without it. We do not need its games. But it's not important. We are stronger than it thinks. We are stronger than we think it. Let us show it that we are not failures. Whoa. Those are 2 bad options. Very, very bad options. I don't want to do any of that. We will destroy everything the machine... Destroy the machine or destroy everything it ever created. Out of those... Destroy the machine. Having everything created be just torn apart right in front of you. That's something I would not like. It's the gun. No! Are we gonna go like through each one of his games and destroy it all? I'll make sure you are known forever. Oh no! Isn't that what you're scared of? Exposed to the view of others. He doesn't want to be seen. That's his fear. I don't want to delete his
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Coda is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral?
Maybe.
Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
I don't think it will, though. I don't remember this room. What is this room? I don't remember it. I'm falling.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games.
Oh, shoot.
You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work.
No,
there was
the
nothing
blackness.
for him to be afraid of.
Nothing for him to be afraid of. The machine. Put down your weapon. Did Coda commit suicide? Do I pull the trigger?
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do?
I can see why you
It's the
felt.
thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something.
But that's not what he wants
I really
to feel. I don't
felt
think that's
like
what he
I'd done
wants to
something
feel.
good. Like I was
Being
a
known
good
forever.
person. Felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it.
You can't
If I
fix
could give him this
everything.
gift, maybe I could fix
You
the
get
problem.
a god complex,
They
mate.
told me how much they enjoyed his games. It was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully beautiful.
But did it make him happy? And I don't think it made him happy.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while.
Anything happen now?
So this is...
You and I